know why they be trying to take everything that's ours and make it theirs.
Get your life.
Get your life.
I like that. Hello, people. Welcome to a fresh new episode of
The Team.
It's just the two of us.
It is.
But it's okay.
Teddy is MIA.
Because we're going to turn it up.
We're going to turn up. We're going to turn up enough for Teddy. And we're going to do twerk aerobics. And actually, I'm done doing twerk aerobics. After last night, I can't.
That was twerk aerobics.
Girl, when I tell you my
cankles,
my kneecaps, everything. My cankles, the balls of my feet hurt. I really have to get gel insoles in those shoes because the end of the night, girl, the balls of my feet were killing me. I was like, oh my god, like it was so bad. Like
I was okay until I got home and got into bed.
Oh yeah, I felt everything.
Everything was like,
I felt everything.
Bitch, what the fuck did you do?
And then you see, I'm sitting right when it's time for me to get up. It's gonna take me about 5 minutes to finally get up.
You're gonna hear all her bones creaking like an old house.
Okay, and then you see my hair. First of all, my hair was way defined yesterday.
But it looks better now, though.
And then we were dancing and sweating, and I had the hot... What did I have? The hot apple cider with rum?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
What was the name of that? Oh, 235th.
235th Avenue Rooftop Lounge. We don't celebrate my birthday.
It was really cute.
I really appreciate everyone who came out for my birthday. That was really, really nice.
It was really cute, and I had lots of fun. And the igloos were so cute.
Look, I love the igloos. I love the views. Period.
Yeah, it was cute. It was cold.
It was cold.
You definitely need to be Excuse me. I'm having.
You gassy? You gassy, baby?
I just think it's that leftover alcohol from last night. It's just ready to just come up and regurgitate. But
get yourself together.
The igloos, you definitely need to be sitting inside the igloos.
Yes.
But if you weren't, they had heaters,
which didn't really work.
Unless you were like under like 4 heaters, because there was and me and Teddy were getting ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
Like we were just like okay, but then that's when we were like, oh, we're going downstairs. I'm like, oh, okay, never mind.
I just wanted to take some pictures, shoot a little video,
and dance.
And then I was like, okay, it's time to get downstairs. It's cold. Let's get to the real party.
Okay, because it was a party.
Yes, it was a party.
It was sex, drugs, and alcohol going on.
And literally sex. Not so much drugs.
Like it was really bad.
Not alcohol.
It was really bad.
Like there's this couple that was like getting it in, like at the sofa across from us. Like,
okay, and we were just like,
she had on pearls, and I was like, Alika, come here, I need to borrow your pearls. And I was
like, 4 condoms, table 4, okay, because...
it was interesting.
Let's get into this week's episode, and let's start it off the way we always do. So, as you guys already know...
Who is this nasal chick here?
I don't know.
She is really nasal.
It's the leftover alcohol from last night. I don't know. Maybe I'm not all the way sober yet.
It's okay.
I would hope so. 12 hours later.
No, but it happens though.
Yeah.
It happens. You can go to sleep, wake up even drunker than you were.
That's so true.
So no gossip, no
Wait, we didn't even... Hello?
Oh, shoot. My bad.
Discussion.
Listen, I'm just skipping right past all of that getting into it.
So, as you guys know, discretion is the key before spilling your tea.
Because it's definitely a key.
Okay, it's definitely a key. And then you guys are watching us on the T. Somewhat.
Possibly.
Unless you have, like, YouTube on your TV, then you're totally watching us on TV.
Yes, that streaming service.
So, let's get into fashion this week.
We're going to do fashion
We're going to do fashion
first.
Let's do fashion.
Okay. So, I'm like I say, the month of February, I'm doing this whole Black Girl Magic thing, and this time
GURL.
But no, this time I'm not going to be shady. I'm going to talk about literally a black girl. I'm going to talk about a young lady. She is. Oh, hold on, give me a second. She goes by the name of Ify Ufili. She's a 5th grader from right here locally in Queens.
Oh, nice.
She is 10 years old, and she has her very own clothing line.
Nice.
It's called Chubby. But the best thing about her clothing line is that it debuted, at New York Fashion Week. So she is an official bona fide designer.
Nice.
Now, the concept of her clothing line came from being bullied. Just like, most, kids who are, just most kids who are different. Because you're different, people tend to want to bully you. And she decided to take that power and to turn it into something good. So her clothing line is made for people of all ages, all sizes, all body types. And she's actually donating some of the money from her clothing line to anti-bullying projects.
Nice.
What do you think about that?
Listen, let me tell you something. I was definitely bullied as a child. Mm-hmm. So I totally relate with her. What's her name?
Iffy, you feel it.
Iffy. I totally relate with you, Iffy. And if you're watching, listen, send me some clothes, okay, girl?
Yes.
I'm a size 22 in dresses, okay? So, but no, I definitely relate, and I definitely commend her for making it a positive situation, because I feel like for a long time, my bullying, I turned it into a negative. Like, I just, it had
like, you let it affect you.
Yeah, like, I let it affect me. I don't think it was until maybe, like, towards the end of high school that I actually kind of I found a style that I liked, and I kind of just did my own thing. So that's kind of how I dealt with it. I'm like, yeah, but I'm big, but I'm stylish, I'm fat, not ugly, okay? I can lose the weight. Can you change your face? Okay? I'm just saying. So it just, that's the attitude that I had to have. And also, it's good that we have this out there, because I saw this meme. And it says, don't tell me I'm cocky when I'm confident. I spent a lot of time hating myself, so just let me love myself.
Exactly.
And that quote just spoke so many volumes to me, because I spent a lot of time hating myself. I spent a lot of time wishing that I wasn't big, and wishing that there was something I could do that could fix it right then and there.
And it's crazy, because, I've known you for a while, but, I've known you, I guess, after your empowerment.
Yeah, definitely.
So I could never imagine you,
I know,
not
you had, but you know what it is? I definitely hide my insecurities in one way, which I will tell you. I hide one of my insecurities by making people laugh.
Okay.
That's one thing that I do.
And this chick is a key. I'm telling you.
That's one thing that I do to just take the heat off of my weight and the heat off of how I look, by just being myself and being funny. And I definitely think that's important. And it's just to be yourself, because
you gotta own who you are.
You gotta own exactly. You have to own who you are, and you just have to be comfortable with who you are inside. At the end of the day, this is just a show.
Yeah.
And you just have to learn that this is a show. This is just something that you're inside of. But that isn't that. Yeah, you're out. Whatever. You know what I mean?
Listen,
that is inside
of packaging that can always be changed.
Right, that can always be changed.
It can always be changed.
You can always grow your hair. You can get a weave. You can cut your hair. You can get a tan. I don't recommend bleaching, but you can get a tan. Okay,
yeah,
you can put some makeup.
Bleaching isn't good. It causes cancer and stuff like that.
You can put some makeup on. You can dress it up, dress it down, get a little funky, lose some weight, gain some weight if you need to.
Yeah, because like you said, like me, like I look. Well, to you, I look better with the weight that I currently gain.
Only because you were. Well, you were
a stick figure.
But you look. I'm not saying you didn't look healthy, but you look like you're eating well. And you always ate well.
I'm not missing any kind of meals nowadays at all.
Right, as I'm saying, like, you just look, and you look happier now.
I gotta be honest with you. I'm coming to accepting that I have this weight gain.
Right.
And I'm getting more comfortable with it.
Right.
But
you just want to improve yourself.
Yes, right. I definitely want to. I kind of want to keep the weight, but I want to.
You want to just kind of form it together and just make it solid.
Because now it's like it's going all over the place. It's like it's just taking a mind of its own.
Right.
But the thing, like for me, that put me in my feelings was I realized like I had to buy a whole new wardrobe.
Right, and that's another thing too. So if you have male clothes. Which, by the way, can we get into his sweatshirt? Can you show the people? Can you get up a little bit and show the people? You have to see this. I'm in love with this. I told him I'm borrowing this. Like, even though it's not my favorite, season, like, if it was like Turbo, which the movie was on the other way by that.
It was?
Yes.
Oh, get out of here.
I love Turbo in the first, and they're making another Power
Rangers movie. It comes out in 2017, so I'm dying to see that.
Right. Even though my original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers won't be in it, because I live for them, but it's okay. Even though it's not my favorite season, I love Power Rangers. Anything, I just got excited as a child.
Well, actually, I gotta backtrack. I don't really care for, and I do watch the Power Rangers still. I do not really care for the more current ones.
Right, no, definitely
like, all
not.
that
The
Yes.
Vintage Power Rangers is better than the new one, honey, okay?
Exactly.
And they're on Netflix. You can watch every season.
And then I'm pretty sure you can find them online.
Oh, definitely.
And then Amazon has like this whole box DVD collection of like Power Rangers throughout the generations. Yes.
So iffy.
But yes.
More power to you, girl.
I love that. Cray.
Mm-hmm.
What's the question? What you got?
Wait, that's it? That's all for finished?
Oh, that is it. That is it for the trends.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Really short and simple.
So, this week, I have to talk about this. So, last week, as you guys know, was New York Fashion Week.
Yes, ma'am.
And
I think a little fashion week.
There was a whole bunch of craziness going on. Like, a whole bunch of crazy. So,
lots of crazy.
This one picture that MAC Cosmetics posted, as I'm going to put up there, MAC put up this picture of a young woman who is of black race, I guess you could say. The picture is of her lips.
She is full of melanin.
She has full of melanin. She had like a dark lipstick on. I'm not sure of the color.
Yeah.
But the caption reads, Royal Romance at... I don't know the person's Instagram name. I think it says Netley NY. Maybe, what is that? Let's see. I guess that's a venue. It's probably a fashion line. I'm not sure. And then it says hashtag AW16, hashtag Mac Backstage, hashtag NY Fashion Week. And the reason, what I basically want to talk about is the negative backlash. Question of the day is, why is it okay for white people, or not necessarily just white people, but one race to do one thing, but if it's black or another race, it's just unacceptable.
Like, why steal what we already have?
Right. Pretty much on that picture... Or
why is it socially acceptable for, let's say, Kylie Jenner to have, nice big, full lips.
Right.
But with us, our natural big, beautiful lips
aren't accepted. And on this picture, as you can see, there's been a lot of negative comments. People have been calling her the N-word. People have been saying, oh, look at her fat Jay-Z looking lips. And it's just been a whole lot of negativity. But then it's like when Kylie does it, it's like, yes, her lips are nice and full. And it's like, I have these naturally. You have these naturally. Why is it not accepted? And also, too, Cosmo.
Yes.
Cosmo is also guilty.
Cosmo is
Mac isn't guilty. They just posted the picture and it got negative backlash.
The internet trolls underneath.
Cosmo is actually guilty of contributing to this. Mac posted a picture and says, hair tattoos equal the next beauty trend you desperately need in your life. And as you can see the picture there, the hair tattoo, basically it's just somebody who just got a taper and got a design in the back.
Got some cuts put in there.
Right, and we've been doing that for years, especially in the 80s when the high top fades were in and the boys would get the cuts in the back and in the, it's just something that we've been doing for years. So as I mean,
that's like a 80s, 90s.
Right.
And then even before that, because in the 60s and
even before that, Kevin, that goes back to tribal times.
Yeah.
That goes back to African tribes, Mayan tribes, even Native American tribes have been doing this for years.
Oh, yes, you're very right.
That's a tribal thing. Just like piercings and tattoos, that's a tribal thing. Things like this have been going on for years.
Things that you guys think are trendy or people think are trendy aren't trendy.
They're not. They're just recoming back. Yeah. Fashion like history repeats itself.
Over and over.
So, Black Twitter hashtag clap back to Cosmo and started this hashtag called Cosmo Headlines. And it's been a couple of crazy things. They had one that what us black people know as baby hairs, they're calling it I'm sorry, they didn't call it that, but Black Twitter called it fetus follicles.
Yes, that's what
the baby hairs.
Yes, our baby hairs.
And then there was another one about hair ropes, which are dreads for white people. Which is also trendy because not for nothing. I think Miley Cyrus.
Yeah.
She had dreads and everybody was going crazy for it. But then when Zendaya wore her dreads at the Grammys in 2015,
like patchouli oil and ganja.
Right. It was just like this whole big thing. And it just, but she got something positive out of it. She got her own Barbie doll.
Wow.
So it's just, it's just been a lot of crazy things going on.
But there's another one too, like one that I seen, where with the do-rag, it's called the Chanel silk head wrap or something like that.
And then they're talking about waves.
I've always wore like do-rags and stuff like
right,
and then to get the waves going.
There was one about waves called the Ruffles chip look.
Yes,
which got me crazy. And then there's been one about braids. They called it I forgot what they called it. But it was just too much. And then the latest one, MTV's guilty now too.
MTV's getting.
They posted a picture of Kim Kardashian with braids, cornrows, calling it boxer braids. Now we've been wearing cornrows since we were slaves, even since we were in Africa fighting lions and tigers and bears.
Oh my!
Okay? We've been wearing cornrows forever.
I'm sorry.
You're crazy. But we've been wearing cornrows forever. That's been our go-to protective style since I can remember.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
And what they call a hairstyle...
They're calling it, like, they're just calling it crazy names.
Mm-hmm.
And I just feel like it's just socially unacceptable for them to take something that we originated and calling it something else. That's like taking Spam and renaming it to Maps. Spam spelled backwards.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just so much, and I just feel like it needs to stop. Like, where does it end? You know, where does it come to? What do we have to do to be, you know, accepted and let it just be ours? But then again, it's not even just hairstyles. This goes to hip hop and
clothing
and rock music. People think that white people invented rock music. They're feeding you a BS life.
No. Actually, you know, the most famous person for rock and roll is Elvis Presley.
Right.
It's been said that he stole a bunch of his songs from black artists.
Right.
Because, you know, back in the day, black artists couldn't get the major radio play or the airtime play, but the white artists could.
Right.
And we're not trying to make this a black versus white thing. We're definitely not trying to do that.
Yeah, pro-black does not mean anti-white. Also, so what I just found out, what we're getting into with the cornrows, they were calling it strand crossing.
Oh.
And they were calling afros the puff.
Oh, the puff.
The puff. And, oh yes, the Chanel thing.
Look, your puff looks great, though.
Oh,
your puff looks great.
And it's just a lot of things that they've been doing. And they've been calling, like, I don't know if you guys remember when, like, Alicia Keys or any other person you know had cornrows and they put beads on the bottom. Mm-hmm. They were calling it noise-making hair accessories. So, you know, I just feel like I just need to know, like, why are you taking things from us and just making it your own? You know, and calling it something completely different. Even Bantu knots.
Yes. What do they call those? They call them
I forgot what they call them. Bumps.
Yeah, some kind of bumps or something like that.
I mean, don't get me wrong. And I know in Jamaica they called Bantu knots China bumps.
Yeah.
Bantu knots are definitely different names, but they were calling it something way different, making it
way
like a new trendy thing to do. Like, it's not called Bantu knots.
Joy.
So that's it for question of the day with Cray.
Okay. Are you ready to get into the tea of the week?
Let's get into the tea of the week.
Okay. So I was online and
were you?
Yes, because that's what I do nowadays.
You online shop.
And I seen someone had posted this. I don't need or desire for a woman to be strong as I am. That's my job. I am not a watered down version of a man. Kings rise up. Now, my question is, right? Just because a woman is as strong or as powerful or as educated or as independent as a man is, does that make a man any less of a man?
Well, this can go one of two ways.
Go ahead, Kurt.
On one side, there's a woman who is just the stereotypical mad black woman. Mm-hmm. She's hardworking. She graduated. She's well educated. Mm-hmm. She's either a CEO of a company, or she's about to make partner,
or she has
at a law firm, or she has her own business. She's an entrepreneur, but she just doesn't want to deal with black men, and she feels like she can support herself and she doesn't need a man. Mm-hmm. Now, on the other side of that is a man who is threatened by a woman in power, and she's not going to lower herself to make that man feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Because there's men out there. Now, there's women out there who will just spat at a man for not having as much as she is. Like, Deliver Us from Eva.
Oh, yeah.
If anybody has seen the movie Deliver Us from Eva with Gabrielle Union and LL Cool J, you know what type of woman that Gabrielle Union was. She was definitely successful. She was hardworking. She raised her sisters after her parents died. Mm-hmm. And she just would, like, belittle a man for just not coming at her correctly. Mm-hmm. Now, on the other side of that were her sisters, who were just more loving and more understanding, but she had to be that way because she had to raise her sisters. She had to be tough.
She had to be the mom.
She was young, right? She was young, and she started, she grew up really quick, so she didn't really get to, like, live her life and grow up the way she could have grown up because she had to grow up really quickly. Yeah. So, but sometimes there's men that just, they just really threatened by women in power. And I've witnessed this even at my job, where there's men that are threatened by women in power. They don't like to see a woman who maybe not be a manager, but she might just be the go-to person for everything, and she might just be in charge of a lot of things. She may have a lot of responsibility. Yeah. And I feel like men sometimes are threatened by that. They feel like, well, they feel like they shouldn't have to compete with a woman.
Are you talking about yourself? Because
absolutely not.
Okay, because I know that you're the go-to person at your job.
Don't get me wrong. I'm a hardworking person at my job, and I'm just not. That's way too much responsibility.
Well, no, because I know, like, what you do, like, you are essentially a go-to person.
I am.
You may not be the go-to person, but you are a go-to person at your job. Like, I know people have to come to you for, like, this or that or whatever. So I was wondering, was this, like, your own personal experience or just something?
No. I don't think because out of all the women that I've known that have been there, I've only been at my job a little over a year. But there's some people, I know, right? But there's some people who have been there for 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, and I feel like there's men there that may have been there, as that long, but they feel like they should be the go-to person or feel like they should have more responsibilities or want to be higher up, but it's like there's a reason why. I'm not saying that, you can't do that, but there has to be other reasons why they're not giving it to you. You understand what I'm saying? So, and even look at you at your job. Yeah. You're a man, but you're the essential go-to person, Mr. Awarded Associate. So it's difficult to be.
Well, but I mean, like, I can kind of relate to that whole thing with how with it being a go-to person as a woman, because I'm the go-to person as a black gay man. Right. And for me at my job, I mean, I don't talk about it, but I also don't hide it either. So people know, and some people, they get in their feelings about, like, well, why doesn't, like, I've heard people say, like, why not listen to this faggot or listen to this fairy or whatever. So I completely relate to that. And to me, I'm like, listen, I said, if I'm qualified to, be the leader, be the one in charge, bitch, fall in line.
So there you have it. So,
but I want to speak on that one thing that you said about, like, how men are treated or threatened by some men are threatened by, like, a powerful woman. Mm-hmm. Like, I have a couple of straight friends, a couple of straight guy friends, and they all pretty much say, oh, they want a woman who has their own and that makes her own money, that does her own thing. But then on the flip side, like, why, if that's what you want, I'm speaking from the people I know. Like, if that's what you want, then why do you also want to degrade her? Right. Like, make her feel less than what she is.
Right. Because that's the only way they can make her feel less than. Because essentially, in society, the man is supposed to be the provider. Yeah. The woman is just supposed to. It's right, but then even in our culture of Africa, the man hunted the woman, but that doesn't mean the woman's job was.
But the woman was out either. But in some tribes, the woman was out there too.
Right, there was women out there too.
Slaying the lions and tigers.
Right, and bringing home the bacon, so to speak, was the and then they were also raising the kids, which is also important too. Because you don't want your kid to be a slacker. You don't want your kid to grow up in life and just not know. So teaching the kids at home is definitely important. So a woman's job at home or at work isn't less important than a man. Mm-hmm. Because just because you go home and bring your bacon, who's going to cook it?
Hello?
Because I'm sure the men who bring home the bacon want dinner on the table at 5, so who's cooking the bacon?
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So I don't feel like anybody's job, is man or woman, is less important.
Yeah.
Even the queen, even queens have responsibilities.
But there are queens that lead whole countries.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
A prime example, the queen that everyone knows, Queen Elizabeth. She's been running that, she's been the queen for a long time. I know the times have changed, so she's not as powerful as, a queen once was. But she's still essentially the leader of that country.
Right.
So there have been women who have led whole countries, led, uprisings and everything like that.
Right. So it's just, it
so
just needs to, no, it's not. It just needs to, I just feel that, as women and as men, as women, especially a black woman, there's times where we feel like we need to have our guard up, we have to protect ourselves. At times, if there's a man that's understanding and he's not like trying to BS you, and for a fact he's not trying to BS you, you just want to have your guard up.
Yeah.
There's times that we need to take our guard down. And for men, I think at times we need to not be in our feelings. I'm not saying that an emotional man isn't accepted, because I think that men need to have their emotions. But don't feel threatened by a woman who makes more than you. Because there's no reason to be threatened by that. If you have your own, there's no reason to be threatened by that. And not for nothing, if we're not even married, there's no reason to discuss our finances. And even then, we don't really, other than say, okay, so you're going to pay this bill, I'm going to pay that bill. Yeah. I don't really think you need to discuss.
Let's buy this house or buy this
house.
Right,
I really don't think we need to discuss how much money each other makes. I just don't think it needs to be a conversation right away.
But and it made me think of something, like you posted, I believe last night or early this morning. It was one of those things where it says, single, taking, and then there was another box where it said, I'm, working on myself, building an empire, and something else.
A whole bunch of things.
It said a whole bunch of things. But I would think that if you ultimately want to be with someone, you want to be with someone who already has their own establishment, their own power, their own empire.
Well, not necessarily. You guys can build together. Mm-hmm. Because
it's always good to build together. But I'm saying you also don't want to, let's say, I would think you would want to have someone on your level.
Right.
Not beneath you.
Right. Or not completely.
Unless you have that whole hero complex, then
I can't agree with you. But no, not necessarily. Just because they're beneath you doesn't mean they're not okay.
Yeah.
Because somebody who's a CEO of a major corporation can be with somebody. A woman who's a CEO of a major corporation can be married to the janitor.
Yeah.
As long as the janitor can financially support himself and he's good and you guys make money together, that's fine. But it just needs to be...
No, it can happen, but does that actually happen?
It's probably not, no.
I can't think of any couples that I know that, where, one makes, a whole bunch more money than the other. Right. And everybody's okay.
Right. Especially not married. Maybe
not
in
married.
A relationship, but
not
married.
Maybe in a relationship. But, that's a theory until it goes further.
Right. So... I don't know. I just need men to not be so threatened by women. Even men are threatened by me.
Now, let me ask you this. Do you think there's a reverse where... Not reverse. Okay, what do you think about the concept of a powerful woman going after, looking for a man who's not as powerful as her? Is there a problem with that?
Well, because he could be powerful in another way.
Yeah, powerful in other ways. But, not maybe a CEO of a company. But... He's the head of
marketing.
Yeah, marketing.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. You fall in love with who you fall in love with. How much? We like to think it doesn't matter how much money he makes, but in reality, when it comes time to build, you want to make sure your king has as much money as you have, so you guys can have the money together. Mm-hmm. But essentially, when going into a relationship, I don't think you need to go in looking to I need to get a CEO. Or I need to get this. I don't think you should go into a relationship exactly looking for that.
Because then you hear men say I don't want a gold digger. But you also don't want someone who
has money.
Who has something
Right, who has and is established. So it's it's a double standard, and it's also just balancing everything out. You just have to learn the proper balance, Mm-hmm. But getting back to what I was saying, men are really threatened by women. Not even just how much money they make, but by their personalities and how they are, because I feel like men are definitely threatened by my personality because I'm not a quiet person.
You're very.
But when it comes to men, I'm very like giddy, and I'm like, but like once I'm comfortable with the person, like I'm very just me, and I'm just, I'm loud for the most part, but I'm just there, and I'm funny, and sometimes I dominate the conversation.
Yeah.
So, but why be threatened by that?
It's an ego thing.
But you say you want a girl that can have a conversation with you, and you say you want a girl that can laugh with you and keep up with you, and then when she's doing that and then some, you're not okay with that.
At the end of the day, in the beginning of the day, it sounds good. It sounds like, oh, that's ideal. That's what I want.
Right.
But then when you get that, it's like, oh shit, maybe this isn't for me.
So like scared? Is that what
you're
saying?
Yeah, like it kind of like, well, damn, I've gotten what I asked for. Now I'm scared of shit of it.
All right, I guess I'll take that.
Yeah. No, it's not a good reason.
It's not.
It's not a good reason.
It's not. You don't need to be scared of me. I'm not gonna buy it unless you ask me to.
And tell you that. Listen, you're never wrong with a biting sometimes.
I can't.
What are your thoughts on this? Like, are you like in a relationship or have been in a relationship where, or met someone where, the man has felt because his woman is just as powerful as like that he's less of a man, or girl, help me out here.
What?
I have no idea. Don't.
I was like, what?
But leave your comments down below. Leave your thoughts down below. Let us know what you think on this topic.
And let us know what you think about my question of the day, because I have to know.
Yes, that's a good question of the day.
I have to know.
But I guess that's it for this episode.
That's it.
Do you have anything you want to share?
I love myself.
You have to love yourself. Can you? I cannot imagine loving myself.
Okay.
Sheesh. And you guys should love yourselves.
Okay.
Every day, always. All day, 2 or 3 times a day.
Always.
But thank you for joining us on this episode of the tea. We will be back next week with a whole new special pot of tea. I don't know why I'm saying special. It's nothing serious. But until then, the tea has been served. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye, guys.